All right. I had to just start that like that because we got the OGs. This is Fantasy Football G right now, but these are the OGs of FPL Banter. I brought them back because, yeah, man, it's wild card thoughts game week for this episode is really going to focus on all thoughts around wildcarding. Should you wildcard? Should you have a Salah and Haaland draft? Should you only have a Haaland draft? We're going to compare the two players as to who you should have, who's more important, and then we're going to take a look at the the gents' teams going into game week 4, and yeah, have some good debates really. But before we get into that, let's welcome the gents. Chaps, how you feeling, man?
Yeah, I could be better, man. I could be better. Uh, Life really sucks at the moment. I mean, my rank is so bad. If it was the lotto, you'd probably be set for life. But anyway, it is what it is.
G, how you been, bro?
How's it, cats? I'm good. I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. You're not so bad yourself. You're not so bad yourself, man.
Yeah, well, I'm happy that FPL is back. It's been a long break. Had a lot of time to think of all the things that went wrong last season. So looking forward to this season, and hopefully we can get a better rank.
All right. No, perfect, guys. Perfect, guys. And it's good to have you back on as well. Before we jump into things, of course, guys, I have to do a quick mention for Fantasy Football Hub. This is the tool that I have been using to help me get my rank up. Of course, as you can see below there, they still got 50% off. So go in there and get it. You can use the link in the description below. And the great thing about it is if you don't win your mini league, they give you all of your money back, which is freaking amazing. So they got some great tools, like some of the tools I'm going to show you in this episode. So use the description below to make sure that you get that and get that great deal. T's and C's apply, which is also in the link in the description. Now, let us get into it. We're going to take a first look at the fixture ticker here. Now, guys, the thing is, not everybody, most of the community is wildcarding. And I think for me, the big question is here. I think I'll start with you, Koba. Not disrespectfully, but respectfully, because you have the lowest rank between us. Um, what Under what conditions should you be considering to wildcard right now? Because from my opinion, I don't think this is the best window to wildcard. But I understand there are certain conditions where people will be wildcarding. Are you wildcarding, and what conditions should you be wildcarding under? Koba?
No, sorry, you kind of lost me there when you said I've got the worst ranking. That's Chaps. So that's why I
No,
was
no.
like, wait,
No,
I didn't want
you
to
at
say
one point
anything. I did not want to say anything.
like
you at
you
one
kind
point
of got me
six.
confused there, cats.
You
What's happening already?
Chapa got a red arrow. He's at 1.4, but you got a green arrow, but you at 1.6. So he's technically still higher than you.
Oh, wow.
No,
Oh,
no, 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 no.
wow.
I think for transparency, okay, I'll be truthful. My actual rank is 4.4. All right.
Really?
So yeah, everybody cat made a mistake, so it's not
Yeah, like,
1.4, it's 4.4.
Oh, my bad, my
So
bad.
yeah,
I
just
oh,
didn't.
well,
to
it's
clear
Oh,
up
it's
my
actually
things.
quite nice that we're calling them out on air.
no,
I,
I
I was
didn't.
I was quite confused. I was like, what is going on here?
Ah, gosh.
Like,
Why didn't you
really?
say something before we went? Oh man, see now I
No,
gotta
no, no,
fix
no, 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 no,
it.
no, 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 no,
uh,
He wanted
this
the viewers to see how shady you are. All
no,
right.
no, no,
You
no.
wanted to see. You wanted to let the
no,
viewers know how
we're
shady
gonna
you
fix
are.
that. We're gonna fix that. I don't know why I put 1.4.
No, well, if you guys don't know, Chaps is his older brother, so clearly he was just trying to swindle
No,
him
trust me.
or,
I
or,
don't
or
give a
do
damn
something
about this
funky
guy.
there.
I don't give a damn about this. I'm happy this guy's way behind us. That's what I'm happy about. I'm happy about this bandwagon hasn't even started. It's still trying to put the pieces together. No, but yeah. What do you think, bro? Like like, what do you think of the conditions people should be wildcarding under? Yeah, are you wildcarding? What's your plan?
Okay, I think like this is like the first opportunity for managers to consider utilizing their wild card. But like for me, wildcard is a very important chip that you use. It's more based on the team dynamics. So obviously, if you've got players that you've put in your squad that haven't necessarily given you the returns, um, then it's an opportunity for you to consider it. Preseason is over. We've all had this time to think about the team selection, looking at the fact that we had international break. So now this is where it will matter having the right team. There's a whole lot of fixtures that are going to be coming up, a lot of fixtures in a short space of time. So if your team requires it, then yeah, go for it. There's some great options. Looking at your Holland and your Salas. If you don't have them in your team, you can consider them your Cole Palmers. But for me personally, I won't be wildcarding because I think the strategy I took this season was to go as template as possible. Not to share much what my team looks like, but we'll discuss that. But if you definitely don't have Haaland or Salah, then you kind of need to consider utilizing that wild card to get one of them in. If you can afford both of them, then I'd say you go for it. But on my side, I'll be holding it quite close. I feel that what's game week, the first 10 game weeks are still quite early to be playing any chips, but we've got a lot of people who've been very bold and played them early, and it's worked out for some. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't say much about that, but I agree with you there. I agree with you. I think, Chabe, for me, I want to know from you, bro. Like, if this game week was not a good window to wildcard, what game week do you think, if somebody wants to wildcard early, good team or bad team, do you think is a better game week, and why do you think so?
Well, at the moment, if you're gonna wild card early, I've seen a lot of people wild card in the second game week. But if you had some sort of strategy, I think the best time to wild card would have been game week 6. And I see with game week 6, there's a bit of a fixture turn for some teams, which would make it a good opportunity. And in particularly, a big team such as Arsenal, who we all know have a good defense. And on top of that, the attack is just as strong. So they start to have good fixtures. So I know with most people, they probably only started off with only 2 Arsenal players. So that'll probably be a good opportunity to start, swapping things around. Because I know a lot of people couldn't afford Saka or couldn't afford Cole Palmer. Yeah, it'll be time now for people that were on Cole Palmer to now switch to Saka, and that those who didn't have an Arsenal defender now to even get one, or even double their chances at the back, in terms of double defense Arsenal. So yeah, I think game week 6 is a best time, um, because Arsenal at the moment don't have good fixtures up until 6. Man City as well is not looking really good in the next 2-3 fixtures as well. They also have a bit of a fixture turn in game week 7. So yeah, game week 6 seems like the best time to activate the wild card.
Thanks, Sheps. From my side, I'd have to totally agree with that. Like, as the way my team is right now, and because I try to build my team from the get go to also not wildcard from the beginning. But you know how it is, guys. Like, things change, and I think that's one thing we all have to note in FPL is like you have to be flexible. You know, so we might say that game week 4 is not the best time to wildcard, but again, it's team dependent. If your team is in shambles and you're also not doing really well, like Chaps, then maybe maybe you should consider maybe you should consider wildcarding.
Heavily consider.
Heavily consider. But it's game week 4, you know, and that means there's a lot of time to catch up. And I have to agree with Chaps that game week 6 actually for me as well is also the best because there's a big team that has a great fixture turn, and even Man City's as well. Their fixtures don't look good right now in the short term, but after by game week 7, it actually really starts to look good. I mean, game week 6's fixture is not so bad, I think they have Brentford, Newcastle, and they can take care of Newcastle in all honesty. But the one thing to remember with this, which is not showing here, is the fixture congestion, considering that the European Cup is going to be playing as well as the Carabao Cup is going to be playing. So already you can hear a lot of the players, Bernardo Silva, talking about it in his press conference that, it's high fixture congestion. They don't have much time to rest. If they're not out of the cups, then essentially they can be playing a game every 3 days. And they squad deep or not deep, it still takes a toll on players and coach in terms of preparation as well. But let's move on to viewers. This is Chap's team. He's 4.4 million, not 1.4, 4.4 million.
Yes, 4.4 million
right?
ranked team. Thank you.
Chaps. Okay,
Look,
at
guys,
this team.
guys. I mean, this team is not bad, right? Look at it. I mean, really look at it. Okay, maybe the only bad choice here is maybe Odegaard, if you think about it. But other than that, everybody else on this team, in the first 11 rather, should I say,
Have you got any
is
free
not
transfers?
bad. No, just one.
What happened to Bruno
You haven't
Fernandes?
made it yet.
Wasn't he on it?
I took that guy out and I brought in Jota.
Which game week? For this game week?
For,
game week 4?
Yeah, no, for the Man United game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I brought him in for the Man United game.
Okay.
So yeah, he didn't perform. So yeah, and I brought him in for a hit as well. So I suffered there. Yeah. So
you really didn't plan.
Yeah, that is my team. Huh?
You really didn't plan.
That's what I said. That's what I said. No plan, right? So look. Like I said, my team needs work, right? Based on people being on form and so forth, my team needs work, right? That is why I said it's either a wild card now or I do, 1 or 2 hits, take a couple of hits up until game week 6. All right. That is pretty much all that I can do right now. Those are my choices.
Here's my suggestion. Right? Hold off until game week 6. Don't fucking take hits. Okay. Right now, I would do this with your team. I'll take Burn and I'll put him in for Gibbs White. Okay? Because Gibbs White is not going to do anything against Liverpool's defense. All right? Then your substitution, I know you might go like, what? I'll go get Bruno again. I'll take out Odegaard. Right? Odegaard,
you mad?
Listen to me. He's playing Southampton. Okay?
Away.
Doesn't matter.
Oh my God.
I know Ramsdale is there now. But these are those type of punts. And the teams to target, right? The teams to target are Southampton. It's also Ipswich. No, not Leicester. And the reason why I'm saying you should put him in is because in terms of rank gain, the amount of rank that you can gain with Bruno, you won't gain any rank. This is why I'm not suggesting it for you. You will hardly gain much rank with a Brighton pick of João Pedro, because everyone's getting João Pedro. If you want to also gain rank, maybe you want to go for a Brighton pick. You either go for Mitoma or Minte. But the thing is, they're not focal points like Bruno is. They're not necessarily guaranteed goals and assists. You understand? And that's how you need to be thinking when it comes to a fixture and an FPL asset. And
Bruno
that's how
get clean sheet points.
Thank you. And he'll get clean sheet points. And that's how I picked out.
What clean sheet? We can't keep a clean sheet.
Bro, you can keep a clean sheet. Trust me. Against Southampton. Bro,
against Southampton,
you can keep a clean sheet. And that's how you need to think of it. Is best case scenario. Do you know that Wisa...
Can anybody here tell me when last Bruno scored a goal?
Chaps, but that's also another thing that you should be evening. He's due a goal. You said it yourself off camera. This guy has been getting chance after chance, and he's just missed and things. Bro, this guy, if he was ever going to score, it's after 3 game weeks of blanking and playing against Southampton.
Don't be emotional. Don't be emotional about this.
Don't be emotional.
When you look at Man United, he's the only guy who you know that he can spark something. This guy, he created the most in the Premier League after Kevin De Bruyne. That should tell you something.
We're not saying he's
I mean,
the
fine, he
greatest.
might miss.
Created.
We're not
He
saying
created, but it came to nothing. It came
not-
to nothing.
yes, chaps.
It
but
came to
also-
nothing. I'm sorry, guys. Creation does not equal fantasy points.
Okay,
It gives you
chaps,
nothing.
we get it. You're emotional. He blanked
It gives
for
you
He
nothing.
did nothing for
Your
you.
BPS, your BPS will be this high.
Yep.
It will be this high, but it doesn't mean you get any fantasy points. I'm sorry.
And
I'm sorry.
Chap when
That
Chap says
guy,
BPS,
that
he's not
guy,
talking about
I
bonus
swear,
point
I'm-
system, guys. He's talking about your blood pressure.
That's
All
what
right,
that guy done to me. I swear, bruh. I swear.
okay.
Look, I'm done. I'm done with United. I am done.
Okay, thanks,
For
Chap.
now. For now,
We-
I'm done.
we-
I'm sorry. I'm not going. I've been traumatized by that guy. So I'm not going back there. I don't care what your guys have to say. If you guys like Bruno, you get Bruno. Then let's see how you guys deal with it. Maybe you'll have better luck with him in your team. All right. But
Okay,
me,
okay.
I am done.
Okay,
All right.
quick.
But one
quick
point
answer.
I do
What
wanna
are you gonna-
one point I do wanna raise though. One point I do wanna raise though, which is interesting to see, right? Might start track away from my team though, is that it's interesting to see that how all three of us have got three different strategies. And when I say that, I mean like with me, I've gone for a Salah only team. Kat, you've gone with a Haaland only team, and Goba there has gone with both.
Both.
So for me, it is interesting to see. Yeah, it is interesting to
outcome.
see, if we continue. Yeah, exactly. What's going to happen? What the outcome's going? Because if you remember, beginning of the season, that was the debate in fantasy.
Yeah.
Was like, who's going to go with what? Are you going to go with both or only one of them? That was the huge debate, and I'm glad to see that all three of us went, three different routes. Just to see. Okay, I'm not saying which one is the best, strategy.
No, actually,
Obviously,
listen.
to see what the outcome is.
Let me get you in there, guys. If you actually want to go and check out which is the best draft, then check out here. I've actually put it over you in over here. That is a Haaland and Salah draft. So go check that out. Trust me, if you're thinking about wildcarding, that is the draft that you should be checking out right now.